The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Children of all ages. How y'all doing today? Well, we know somebody.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Congratulations,
yeah,
man.
Congratulations. I guess congratulations will be due. And I will say this. I don't give out many flowers because they stink. But I will give my man his flowers in complete, utter agreement in what he said. He did call it a blowout. I didn't think this was possible. But he called it. Damn clear close to the score because what you said, 30, was it 35 or 37?
No, I said 35.
35, 17. Okay, 35-17. I didn't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
35-17 ended up being 40-22.
Yeah.
He said everything that they needed to do, ball control, make him uncomfortable, put him on his ass. We'll give you that.
Yeah.
So how was the trip, man?
Wait. Welcome to Cutting Up. Yeah, with your boys Elroy and D.
Yeah, you know.
We just kind of jumped.
But let me back up.
Apologies.
Apologies to my people. Welcome to Cutting Up, my people.
Yeah.
With Elroy.
And your boy D and my boy Sister CC. So how was you guys' weekend, man?
That's why it's always good to have you in.
Yeah, because we would have just jumped out.
It's all good.
Yeah, for real.
Well, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, it's all good.
So how was you guys' weekend?
Weekend was good.
Great.
Yeah, it was good.
I had the best weekend of one of the best weekends.
For sure.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
Bird.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
But before we jumped all over the actual introduction and get back to what we're saying, but great game plan. So how was your trip to the city of brotherly love? Was it brotherly lovey?
the best.
So what did you get out to, man? What you eat? While
Yeah,
you
get some cheesesteaks.
Did you get cheesesteaks?
For sure.
Where you go?
went to Geno's? Man.
So hold on. Did you get a chance to go to?
You like Geno's? For real?
So did you go only? Did you only go to Geno's?
I'm not a
Cheese whiz,
I'm
bro.
not a Philly cheese steak.
I don't like cheese whiz, gang. It got that.
I just did
processed
it.
taste on the
is that
back.
what Geno's has?
Yeah, they
It's something about Geno's that I just did not like.
See, I want to go to what's the one I told you? With the John's roast pork.
Okay.
See, that's the one they say because I want to get the roast pork. So I still get the Philly, still the cheese steak. But I think I don't like it because I don't like the processed kind of taste of the cheese whiz. I don't know if you guys remember how I tell you back before we had the other cheese.
For sure.
I ain't really like the cheese whiz.
I like cheese.
So, but how was it though?
Great. I mean,
Was it
everything. It's a different atmosphere
For sure.
when you're in a pro city and a championship is on the line. Like it's not like Ryan Hill with national championships where Auburn or Alabama might play. You feel what I'm
Because you got
saying?
people against each other.
Everybody's together.
Everybody on the same to
Like,
yeah.
is everybody's wearing green and white. Like everywhere you go Bird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Really.
What's
What's
up?
up, man?
But
Where you watch the game?
Xfinity.
Where, the club? Club bar? Okay, which one like the big ones in the city?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of the more popular ones. Like I found it on IG. You know what I'm saying? Like line be wrapped around the corner.
They ain't had one of them game experiences place down there, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, though?
They might do. But
They had you sit on the sideline and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
They do
wondering.
in Texas.
Yeah.
It's like a movie theater, but you virtually like.
Right.
Probably do. I just.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. My assessment of the game is this. I guess I got so many assessments of it.
Let's get into them.
Now, my biggest assessment is Patrick Mahomes still in my GOAT conversation? Hell, motherfucking yeah. Why? Because he still missed the AFC Championship, missed the Super Bowl.
I have no problem with that, but he's not the GOAT.
No, he would have only been the GOAT at that point if he'd have won that game. You know what I mean? But he still gets into the conversation because most of the quarterbacks who went for that 3 didn't even get to the game. You know what I mean? Like Tom Brady ended up losing to fucking Jake Plummer.
But see, that's
you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's going back to the game now.
No, they don't. But I'm saying it's hard enough to get to 2, but it's most times virtually impossible to get to 3. So I get, and especially how you got there, you lose your best receiver, you lose him at the beginning of the year. Then what you have left on your receiver core are 3 cuts of other teams. You have a cut D-Hop, you got a cut Hollywood Brown, and you got a cut Juju Smith-Schuster. So you had to pick up a bunch of trash, put it in your pocket, and take it with an older Travis Kelce and a rookie.
D. Don't do that, D.
Am I not just telling the truth?
No.
Am I not just telling?
No.
It's all. So let me ask you a question.
No. Hear me out.
Right,
Shit.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna let you do that because
you're not gonna let me finish.
A couple of weeks ago,
I said all this. I said this same shit.
No, you weren't.
Pull it on. Hold on. Stop right now.
Hold on. Why you doing all that?
Yeah, because you're gonna lie. Because I said the same thing on the last episode.
No, you didn't.
Pull it up. On Jesus.
Can I finish?
I got cut off, but go ahead.
No, you didn't get cut off. Once I got to talking, you went to hollering.
No, I was talking and you said, no, I'm not going to let you do it.
At
but
the
go
end
ahead.
of the day, you said that those guys were good enough
to get him there.
Mahomes to beat us.
I did say that, but all I'm telling you,
all I'm saying is you can't say that they not when they didn't help him get this far, bro.
All I said was the fact that he made it with scraps. You decide to assist it to take it to where you're going.
I'm just saying you can't call them scraps when
how can I not
everybody had them as the favorites to beat us. They weren't scraps then.
So let me ask you a question.
They looked like scraps when they ran up on a real D though.
So let me ask you a question. And I'm just asked you a question in reference to was everything that I said before you cut me out true or false?
Well, I'm just saying.
You said you
right, D.
That's all I
wanted
wanted to hear.
I'm just saying it's not fair for you to call them trash now when you were uplifting them a couple of weeks ago, though.
I didn't call them. I said it was someone's trash because they cut them. If they got cut off another team, that means that was somebody else's trash.
You had that opinion of them.
Bro, I said this 2 weeks ago, bro. I said this. If you go back, and I hope I want you to premise, pull it up and check it, and he will see. And I want him to run it, and it will say that I said this. I said he has 3 cuts. I remember saying this to the T. He has 3 receivers that were cut, because that's why I was giving him props to say he was taking trash there, just like LeBron took that trash team his first year. When he took Wally Zerbiak, Wally Zerbiak, Mo Williams, Izowskis, old Ben Wallace, all them to the finals against Ben Wallace, to the Eastern Conference Finals, and lost to Ben Wallace in 4. When you hit the one game, hit the shot at the top of the key, one, I think it was game 2, lost the rest of them. Cool. But what I'm saying is, I'm not taking them away from your win.
I'm not saying you.
No, you instantly said because I said they were trash. I were. I don't think I was.
No. I'm not talking about me at all. I'm talking about them. I'm coming to the defense of the wide receivers. Because I'm saying.
How you defending it? What are you defending?
What I'm saying is this, bro.
What are you defending?
What I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, when we talked about it, we kept talking about the Super Bowl going into it, and I kept telling you how I think we were going to beat them, right? You kept saying, okay.
Now, how did you beat them?
No. I'm saying you said we're going to compare.
Mm-hmm.
And you were saying that their wide receiver
was not comparable to yours.
No. Hear me out. Can I finish? You were saying by me having rookies in my secondary and them having experience that they were going to get the best of.
I didn't say they had experience. Neither one of the. Why would I say?
No. I'm talking about the receivers having more experience than my rookie corners.
No, I wouldn't have.
You were saying they were going to make
none
plays.
of those.
You call their name D-Hop and
no,
all
I did
them,
not,
bro.
and I hope he pull it up.
Oh, he is?
I said nothing about experience because why would I say that? None of those players has actually ever
how
been.
did you come up with the concept of them beating us then?
What I said was
you said they were going to beat us in a close game.
Okay, you want to answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What I said was the experience of Andy Reid and 1-5.
Okay.
That was the experience I spoke of. Because remember I told you,
I thought we were talking about how they had the same defense or something.
No. That was the point we said. The defense is one close.
We were saying, like you said, they pretty much had the same team, but everybody wants to get the edge because of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. Right. That was I was saying. That's what my point was.
My team is better though.
His team is.
That's what I was saying.
And what I was
saying that he got the washed players on the team. Though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Why they lost? Why they lost was because of
that
one.
What it sound like.
No, but it sounded like that because you only heard the beginning. That's why they say you have to read the whole book. Don't just read the first chapter in the first beginning of it. Got to let the whole book get read.
Okay.
What I was gonna say was, remember I told you the key why they won the game was purely because of one thing and one thing only, was defense. Had nothing to do with nothing else. Same reason he lost to Brady when you had him running, make him run for his life. If you make any quarterback run for his life, you're not going to win. I don't care who's on the field. If they can't put their back foot down for more than 1 second, you're not winning the game. It don't matter. You could go call any quarterback name out from Joe Montana to Joe Flacco. If you keep them hot, what are they going to do? Their defense came out and played great across the front where they didn't have to blitz. They were doubling up in the middle, but they kept leaving the outsides clear. That's why Sweat was killing and what the other dude, number 93. That's why both of them was coming out of the edge, because you look on the overhead view, you can watch how they block a scheme. They blocked out him. Kelsey tried to chip out on him, but he was still coming back to try to double off on the guard, double off on the 2 and the 3. So they doubling here trying to keep notice. They never called Jay. They did two things that if I had told you, Elgin, that Saquon Barkley wouldn't have 60 yards, what would you think the score would be? You surely wouldn't have told me you won the game, because they did what they were supposed to do. You wouldn't have told me you won a game if he had but 60 yards. That was the bulk of your offense. Don't tell me it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. I would have
60 yards? Name me a game that you won this year that he had 60 yards.
I don't have to have a game. That's the point. That was the whole point of what Jalen told everybody a couple of weeks ago. We do what it take to win. If you stop the run, that don't mean I can't make
You
the
have
plays.
not won a game where he rushed for 60 yards or below. That's statistically correct.
Okay, but
so that's what I'm saying.
That we can't win like that, bro.
Bro, if you haven't won like that, that's what I'm saying.
That don't mean that you can't.
Bro. So you have to allow certain things to be true. If you haven't, that don't mean that you will, but they show you that you won't neither. But you hadn't. That's all I'm saying. And you will understand. You can't honestly tell me if I told you that he had 50 yards or this 24 yards at halftime that you think was winning, because you never had a game like that. Not one time this year, because he was the bulk of your while you were there, because he was your biggest addition offensively.
Bro, I told you in the session up here, if they stop the run, we're gonna kill them with the pass. I told you.
You didn't kill them with the pass. You didn't even throw for 250 yards. You didn't kill them with the pass.
Okay, but it was key passes, bro.
He made some very critical.
That's what won the game.
He made some very, very key throws in key moments, and he made some great rushes and key moments. That's why he had 72 yards.
Okay, and that
was the key. But but that's not what won the game. The game is they did not let this guy be still. That's the reason won the game.
That helped win the game.
That won the game because
we still got the score, bro.
You're right, but how much short fields you had? How many short fields did you deal with?
We had some. We had some.
You had a lot of short fields. Because of what? Defense, man.
Been like that all
defense,
year.
Man. That's
You're not
all
telling me nothing.
Right, but I'm just saying. I am telling you that I will say that the defense was the bulk of it. If I give it an ounce of what it is, I'll give it 60-40. Defense 60, offense 40. Because defense put the offense in the position, like when he came in, and then remember, y'all, I think he threw that interception down there on to the one he threw. Then what he do right behind it? He threw a pick right behind it. So you got the ball extremely short field.
But don't they say defense win games?
Right, but you still have to score. But he's right. He still had to score. So that's why I said defense wins championships.
I agree. It's 60-40.
You see what I'm saying? So
it could have been 60-40.
Right. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving them 60-40 because that's how you beat a team like or a player like that and a coach like that is how keep them up and don't allow them to get comfortable. They never got comfortable.
I give it. I'm not trying to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I give it 50-50 because my thing is this: he did. And we did everything that everybody doubted. They stopped the run. We threw the ball. We won the game.
Yeah. I mean,
but you cannot deny with the defense.
I'm not denying the defense, but at the end of the day, like I say, the defense scored one time.
It's not about the scoring, bro, because it's
I understand.
so cutting the field off
position as well.
Great field position.
You're not telling me nothing, bro. They've been doing this for the last 15 weeks.
I'm not denying it, but I'm also not going to deny it and tell you that wasn't the bulk of why you won.
Kansas City played kind of sloppy, too.
And this is what I'm trying to say. Hold on. And let me go back to what I was going to say. I feel like it's a double money grab. Because let's go back into this. And I'm not going to take nothing away from their defense, but I'm not going to say like he hadn't played any defenses this year. At all. I'm not going to just say like everybody else on defense in the NFL is trash, but them, I'm not going to say that. Because that's what I would have to say if he's saying that right now. I'm not going to do that. But
I ain't say that.
No, I'm not saying you said that. No. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not definitely wasn't saying you saying that. But what I'm saying is that it was mighty funny.
But in fair for you to say that, and I hope you don't forget what you about to say. He hadn't seen a defense as good as mine all year long. Not where the secondary is good enough to hold up on the receivers.
Pittsburgh.
Not where you got a defensive. No, not where you got a linebacker
you number
that
two
can
and
hang
scoring?
with Kelsey, and not where you have a defensive line that can put pressure on Mahomes.
Bro,
They
you had
don't
the sack.
have all three levels.
They got defensive player of the year on their front line. Second leader in sack, and I think second or third in sack. So how you telling me that?
But that's one person, brother. We got
That one
depth
person-
and all across the board. Bosa don't even play that much, man.
That's not Bosa.
I mean, well, you know who I'm.
That's why.
Watts. I'm
He
sorry.
do he played.
Either way it goes, shit. You know what I'm talking about?
What I'm
All
saying,
of them be hurt.
I'm not taking that advantage, but all thing I'm saying is this: it just to me looked a little funny
Our best defensive lineman only got in on a couple of shared tackles.
because they
Show you. Well, he got double, but I'm
Because-
just showing you how much better all the other defensive linemen are and how they stepped up. You know, you got folk coming off the bench, Brandon Graham.
But you do know they had, and I'm not excusing, but you do know they had misplay. They had a hurt lineman. But you
Bro,
also
I told you that before the game.
I'm agreeing
Their
with you.
weakness is both they guards. They move one of
you
their guards
also
to tackle.
right. But they also kept what they did was everything that you thought they should have been able to do to win, but they couldn't win. They made Jalen Collar a non-factor. You didn't even call his name other than that play he hit him in the face later in the game when they thought it was a penalty. That's the only time you heard his name. Saquon Barkley was just a 26 on the field. Didn't even get over 60 yards, didn't even score a touchdown. But they didn't focus enough to think that anybody else could beat them. So they just said, let me stop Saquon.
Because they didn't have respect
Think
for
about it.
Jalen and the passing.
I would feel like Dotson got him going first because that was somebody they probably just like how, remember how they hit him with P. Ryan?
I respect what you're saying, but got him going.
Who?
In all fairness.
Who?
Dallas Goedert. He had a big pass across the middle that got us on the other side
But
of
remember-
the 50 to get the
But
ball
remember,
to
y'all had been
Dotson.
doing that all these last 2 weeks. Who
I'm just saying,
who did
he
I
got
say
us
last
going.
week?
He got us moving.
Remember this. Who did I say last week and who I said was going to be your biggest contributor next to A.J. Brown? Who I said was Goddard because I took him on my prize pick. So I knew he was going to get his because if you go back and look, I think last game he had like 12 targets. He had like 8, 9 catches. So he had the most targets in that thing because they were focusing on taking A.J. Brown out and you was getting, Smith was getting in too because they were focusing on him.
AJ would have had better numbers if that penalty in the first drive.
Bro, come on now. Now you know that was a penalty.
I'm not saying that it wasn't a penalty. I'm just saying
So-
if he didn't do it,
Yeah, I feel what you're
that
saying.
would have been at least another 30 yards on his behalf.
Right.
That's all.
So-
I'm not saying it wasn't.
So I
He
think that they focused on all of those things. Like let's stop Saquon Barkley, but then once Goddard got your catch, but then you saw who was getting your big numbers until he started hitting AJ. Because remember AJ was like they were arguing with like what the drive before that. Did you see that? When he came out the field, the drive before he scored that touchdown, he was fussing about something.
Nick Sirianni had yelled at him because he ran the go route, but Jalen
That ball came, he threw a back shoulder throw. I remember that.
and he was telling him, pay attention.
Pay attention to the whatever. So that's why I thought. Now I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that, that's when I thought a little like.
That's when we stalled and got the field.
Right. So I was like, well, maybe they got they can get a little, with that. But I knew. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When it got to 24-0. I knew then that they wasn't gonna come back because at this way they're constructed now, they're not a 24-0 comeback team. They're a 7-minute, 12-play drive, methodical up down the field, run here, pass here. They don't beat you down the field like that. And the only time because the only time they hit y'all deep down the field is when y'all took all of your everybody out. When everybody was standing on the side drinking Gatorade.
In all fairness, they did bomb on us twice, and both of them was to Worley.
But that was when you had taken all your starters. The one he did last week off with a touchdown. Bro, everybody on your...
Slow down. I'm not talking about the last one, brother.
Which one you talking about?
Worthy had two. Worthy had one on C.J. Gardner-Johnson, brother.
That was late in the third quarter.
Yeah,
That was the game was
late,
over
but I'm
with.
just
You know what I'm
saying it
saying?
was on the starter. That's all I'm saying, my nigga.
I'm not even
all.
gonna count that because by the end they just
I got
playing
to
safe
count it.
cup. I know they count it because it's on the
but,
board.
you know.
But them boys out there just trying to get hurt. They just trying to make it to the end of the
Thought they knew
game.
it was over.
Hell with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying
But
to take
still,
that.
it count though.
It count because it's on the board. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, I'm like, man,
Now,
24.
the one I don't count is the
one
one
at
what
the
you
end.
talking about.
Because I'm like, wasn't nobody on the field. You know what I mean? So I'm giving Philadelphia all the props on defense. I'm not taking none away from Jalen, but I ain't gonna lie. If I had to give an MVP out for one person, I would have gave it to Cooper DeJean. Why? Because I feel like that play turned the game. I feel like that's when they was like, oh, shit.
To be honest, the play that turned the game.
Or the Braun interception.
No.
Which one?
The play that turned the game, in my opinion, that got everybody going was the dots and pass, like you said.
That first touchdown.
That was the first touchdown, and after that, that's got
well,
the defense
the pass.
jumping.
That was
That's
the
when the
pass.
interception
Was that the one that got the flag on?
No, that was the drive.
That was the second one. No, that was the second drive. You
Okay,
know,
yeah.
That's when they got the penalty on AJ.
That's when they had the punt, yeah.
And then he come back and throw the
Interception. Then that's when they went down there because he caught it on the one and they had to do the tush push on that one because they ended up having to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? That's when that was right there. So I think that's what opened their eye. But I think at that point, remember, I don't think they were open then because remember last Super Bowl, y'all were still up 10-0 in that game.
I mean, you know.
You see what I'm saying? You were up 10-0 to start that game. So I didn't, it wasn't 10. I was like, okay.
I
It was
don't
up
even
10-0.
think they were up the whole game because it seemed like if you pay attention.
Come on, last Super Bowl?
No, this past the day before yesterday.
What about it?
If you pay attention to the game, after every play that we made, whether it was offense or defense, it was more or less like, calm down, sit the fuck down, the game ain't over. You see what I'm saying? So,
Come on, Kansas City?
No, talking about us.
Philly.
Talking about every time we made a play, whether it's defense, interception,
I
whether it
mean,
was
you could
a
just
sack,
tell
they were like
by the
determined,
flow of
man.
the game that they caught momentum as they kept
Man,
going.
if you paid attention to what was going on every time they interacted, when they had the little opening ceremony and they did the little media thing, like the Chiefs were laughing, having a good time. The Eagle players were more like serious. You know what I'm saying?
like
business fight, like, nah, nigga, hey, we gonna get that ass come tomorrow, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was a difference in the mentality. Like,
I even think they opener, they had Bradley Cooper as the
for sure.
I feel like he was a better.
I'm going to just say this, man. I just believe. I'm not going to take that away from Philly, man. Philly played that. I feel like that's a top 5 all-time defensive Super Bowl performance.
For sure.
I'll give them that all day. I'll put that up with the, in a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Great run. I'm not going to take away from the run. You know what I mean? Because I put them at top 5 with the run. Because you still got to put, like, the Bears first, Ray and them second. You know what I mean? Them teams like that. But I'm going to put y'all top 5 Super Bowl run. Definitely top 5 Super Bowl game. But, of course, with me, I'm conspiracy theorist. I just look at it just, man, it's like, if I feel like it feeds into it just a little, because I just don't, it's just like, okay, with Patrick Mahomes, we make mistakes, but he was just doing shit I just feel like that he hadn't done before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, then again, I'm going to say it again, I'm not taking nothing away from Philly. By no means necessary. But I'm going back to some other stuff that kind of like been going on that I thought about with the Luka trade, you know what I mean? Yeah. Which is kind of the same thing, which, I feel like that's a money grab, which they're trying to kill that team. I think they're trying to move that team.
Dallas. Yeah.
They're literally trying to sacrifice that team out.
Ooh.
They're trying to get the
ownership.
The ownership was trying to sabotage the Dallas Mavericks to get a move to Vegas.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. You know where they live and where they're from? Vegas.
It's some ties to Vegas.
They got some huge ties to Vegas, bro. Yeah. Huge. Think about this. And guess what was happening in front of the Dallas Mavericks Stadium 2 days after they did it? Protests sent on to sell the team. So all they got to do is, what I feel like it's doing is they going to try to take down the attendance. What you do to do that? Sell your golden boy under everybody's eyes. Don't tell nobody shit. Just get rid of your golden boy.
Funny you brought
then guess what happened? Then Eddie grabbed your nuts right after that.
That's what I was just finna
Think about it, bro.
He got hurt
right after that.
And they say he's going to be out
indefinitely.
Oh, it's indefinitely?
It's indefinitely.
I thought it was just a week.
Baby, it was indefinitely. That was the first thing.
Well,
I dropped it. I put it in there.
Conflicting rumors.
You see what I'm saying?
At first, yeah, they did.
You feel me?
We're saying like a week.
Yeah.
But Danny came out of indefinitely. But so you see the road I'm trying to walk down?
For sure.
So think about it now. You're going to take your golden boy out. Boom. All right, now you take what you got from him out.
What they say, they got NFL.
They got NFL hockey now.
They got hockey out
now
there.
all they need is
trying to
basketball.
move the basketball team out there. Big tourist attraction.
Who else they say they want to have a basketball team in Vegas?
Well, you know, LeBron.
Your GOAT. That's what I'm talking about. Your GOAT.
LeBron.
He want a team in Vegas. He
more than likely
in
going to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So think about it. You move the golden boy. You go ask for a big-ass stadium.
Well,
you get them to tell you no because you go ask for some big-ass shit that you know they're not going to give you. You already got the funding back home. You already got everything. You probably plot everything ready to go. Went back home. All you got to do is plummet this shit far enough for some consecutive years just to be able to take it back up there and complain and say, I want to move it. Take it to the city, ask for a big-ass stadium. They tell you no. You bring out your plan for this, and guess what? 5 years later, the Dallas Mavericks are the Las Vegas Mavericks.
Damn, you think Kyrie was part of that? You think that's why he was getting some of the backlash?
Guess who replaced AD in the All-Star game? Kyrie Irving.
Oh, Kyrie.
For real?
Oh, God. You see what I'm saying? You know, so that's my theory on that. That's just, not even to jump off the Philly part, but that's just kind of like what I'm looking. But I look at, but then we got to look at, people don't know that with Kansas City, you know where the basis of a lot of gambling was started at? Kansas City. That's where the mafia tried to take it to.
I know this messed up a lot of people prize picks.
Bruh, do you know how much money was bet on Kansas City, bruh?
I know.
That's why I said it makes so much sense for y'all to win.
I know we said like it's scripted, and I still do to a degree think it's scripted, but I don't think that like they are.
Vegas lost money.
Where? The money was on Kansas City.
Right.
Oh, they lost.
Money.
That's why I say Vegas lost.
No, if everybody, everyone, the public money was on Vegas, so Vegas won. You see what I'm saying? Because like you guess who rich right now? Every motherfucker who from Philly, because I guarantee they bet. Now, one thing I will say about Philly fans, and from Philly, or just like my brother right here, all of them spoke the same shit. We finna blow these motherfuckers out.
Yeah,
they ain't got a chance. Yeah. We finna beat them. You were right. I can't take that away from being what they said. Even though I'm like, I do like Patrick Mahomes, but shit, truth is truth. Playing is playing. So I just think that So, but let me ask you this: right now, as it's cut. Is Jalen Hurts a Hall of Famer?
Not yet. No, not yet. But I do since you brought this up, I do want to say this because I want to apologize and recant a statement that I said a couple of sessions ago. I said that Jalen was the number 3 quarterback in the NFL. No, he's number 2 now. Right behind Patrick Mahomes. Because guess what? He has done something that all them other wannabes that everybody done pumped up to be all this and that. He has done something they haven't done. He's beat Patrick Mahomes. And every time he has played Patrick Mahomes, he's outplayed him.
No, you can't say he outplayed him if he lost. You can say he played
outplayed him. His numbers were better. At the end of the day, yes, he lost, but he still outplayed him in the last Super Bowl they played in.
Outplay somebody
yes, you can.
Lose.
You know what I'm talking about now. I'm
your
going on player for
your
players.
Stats can
yes,
be
you
better.
can.
So right now, so Patrick Mahomes yesterday was 20 for 32 for 270-some yards and 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Did he outplay Jalen Hurts yesterday?
No.
Okay, then. His stats was better.
But he
2 for 200. He had more 2 for more yards and more touchdowns.
But altogether, Jalen had more yards, period, if you add the rushing and the throwing. That's where the edge come in. But Jalen only threw one interception.
Do they count like sacks and all that?
Yeah, sacks.
Yeah, they count everything.
Sacks go with quarterbacks that's negative off your rushing yards.
Right.
So if you ever get a sack, right? So if you get a sack, it takes off your rushing yard.
Right. But he still came out with more rushing yards.
Right. But you got to look at it.
So
Patrick Mahomes
they add the rushing with the passing because they say they say total yards.
Nah, they'll give you a total yard stat, but when you break it down, with a quarterback stats, it's gonna be broke down. That's how I know he threw for 215 and ran for 72. So, but when it come to those, just like they put, I think it was Cam Newton against somebody, and they said he was a better quarterback, like Dak Prescott, but they only put their passing numbers up. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna take his rushing in because Patrick Mahomes ain't a rusher. I'm only gonna talk about what they kind of have in common. Patrick Mahomes is just an opportunity.
That's not fair now
because
you ain't gonna do that to Lamar.
Look, but Lamar Jackson is a runner. Think about it.
Jalen is a runner too, though. He don't run as much, but he's a runner.
But we talking about Patrick Mahomes right now, though, right?
No, we're making comparison
to who?
Of Jalen.
Patrick Mahomes. Which is the only one that's not a runner out of every quarterback you name.
Okay, but you can't hold that against nobody because they can run and he chooses not to because he can run.
Nuh-uh. He's not choosing not to. His plays are not geared toward because don't they call design runs for Jalen? Because he's a running quarterback.
But at the end of the day, though, they're passing plays where if Jalen don't see nobody open and feels the pressure, he runs. Same thing Patrick Mahomes can do. Understand?
Like, are you saying that like that's a knock?
No. Listen to what I'm saying and don't try to just hear me. Don't try to interpret. Don't interpret it wrong. Okay. Hear what I'm saying is this: when I'm talking quarterbacks, I'm gonna try to keep it to me. When we speak quarterback, we're traditionally talking about throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Let me just finish before you say anything. Your traditional quarterbacks, of course, we know that don't throw. Your newer ones do. Now, this one being, as of now, the best rated one is the one that does not have any design runs in his offense. There's no design runs in Kansas City, but they are in Philly. They are in Baltimore. They are in Buffalo. So when I compare quarterbacks, I'll compare them three. Because now I have some basis where I can go with that's coming. I wouldn't put Patrick Mahomes into that part because guess what? I want to bring him into something that he's not a part of. He's not a running quarterback.
But he's still. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not saying
I don't take that as a knock, but you can't like put Patrick Mahomes in his own.
I'm not putting him in his own anything. I'm just saying when I talk about quarterbacks, I don't really try to bring up rushing yards because usually all of those are optimistic. Rushing yards are opportunistic because you're getting them in the moment. You see what I'm saying? It's just I got a chance and I take out running.
Fair,
yeah,
that's not a fair assessment.
So
I feel like that's a.
So I suppose to take. So I'm gonna take the stats of what I want you to do. Was throwing the ball. When we talk quarterbacks, I guess I'm like, okay, what was your stats? Okay, the first thing they're gonna say is what your attempts are and your passing yards. Then we'll talk about rushing. It's not rushing then passing. And when you get a quarterback stats, when you break them down, there's no end stat that has total yards. It's still rushing here, passing here. So that's why I'm always going to keep them separate because the stats are. That's all.
No, I follow that.
That's all. I'm not saying that the quarterback are different. I'm not placing Patrick Mahomes separate. I'm just saying when we're speaking on that, I'm going to take it. That's what separates Jalen and those type of quarterbacks, that they have that ability that Patrick Mahomes don't have because he's not that type of quarterback. So that accentuates them and gives them that separate piece that they can lean on when the pocket breaks down and they don't have a play. They do have that. I'm not taking none away from it. But when I'm speaking numbers first, you gonna get what you got first. It's gonna be passing yards. You don't judge no quarterback for no rushing yards. That's like saying I got a hamburger, but what the fries like? That's the side piece.
But if that's part of his game, then you got to.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from it. What
technically you are, though.
How? What did I say?
Because you just said that when you judge quarterbacks, you just look at one thing.
No, I take that first. Because when you're talking about when you grab a quarterback, do you grab him because of how he run or how he throw?
No. But in today's football, people are grabbing a quarterback that can do both.
Multifaceted.
It's not many though, so you can't look at grabbing.
But I'm just saying though, because Jalen can and does.
I think
it's four. We talking about 4 quarterbacks out of 32. That's a small amount. We talking about 4. So we can't.
And that's what makes them exceptional.
But
you can't knock
maybe
them.
That's another thing that they're trying to usher in as well. Because we seen that in college as well. I mean, these guys come.
But the reason why that's kind of against, because they don't last long.
But hasn't that taken over college more so than?
I think it's a doing both. Yeah, some of them.
So I think that you're gonna see more of that in the NFL. So you gotta at some point they gonna have to start.
I think it's all played again because Lamar Jackson.
75% of the NFL, I would say, and I might be wrong, but got athletic quarterbacks.
I'm gonna go
black
against that
or
one.
white.
I'm gonna go against that one. I'm gonna say about 40 because I can only name. Because think about it, you're gonna name your 4 top ones, what you just named, which is gonna be Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, what the boy name we just said? Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, and then after that, it's a big drop off. Name your next running quarterback outside of the little guy in Arizona.
Well, he run, right?
But he's not a top quarterback.
Jameis don't run?
No, he's not.
No.
Hell, Jameis slow as hell.
The guy with the
Jameis run like Tom Brady.
The guy with the Charger run.
He's like a
He run.
He's
slow, but he
that
run.
I'm gonna say he's mobile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he has that Aaron Rodgers. I can just get
What you
enough
call it,
mobility.
He run.
But
might
he's
not
not.
run no more.
He's not.
Sometimes you
He
gotta get
doesn't. Okay, let's break down.
Sunshine run. He
Nope.
might not run no more.
Let's break
after
it
that
down.
hit.
This is how we can answer this question. Out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, name me the three. Outside of those three, name me the ones that got designed runs where this quarterback sneak run.
But now you breaking it down.
Because that's when you talk about your pure runners.
Running though, G. Like if they running, even
How
if
you
the
put the
pass
criteria on
Because the
pure
three quarterbacks we talking about in their offenses, they have designed runs.
But
So
a
you're gonna
running
have more
quarterback
rushing
is
yards for a guy that's just getting them off of
quarterback,
broken plays.
Yeah, but you got quarterbacks that gonna run on broken plays because the D line coming at them or nobody being open, whatever the situation is.
But
they're still running though.
Right, but then
They still go in that stat as rushing.
I'm completely correct, but I do have to say that it will be a big seismic difference from the stats with the guys who also have 4 to 8 designed to have quarterback runs. They're going to have a higher amount of rushing yards.
You can't you separating too much now.
So passing yards are pretty much like, all right, I throw this, somebody catch it.
And runs it, and whatever they stop at.
And whatever they get after they catch.
Yeah.
I take the rushing yards as I ain't gonna say more, but like as a quarterback running,
It's secondary.
because it's more dangerous for a quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from it, but I'm just saying that those things that make those quarterbacks the top quarterback. And Patrick Mahomes just being because he throw the ball better than the rest of them, that's what makes him where he is.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, that's great conversation, but I wasn't trying to go there. My point was, right now,
I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you that Jalen Hurts is
number 2.
I'm telling you, I'm for my opinion, which I'm gonna take yours. For me, can't be number 2. He won a Super Bowl. But I bought a bunch of quarterbacks that were good. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl.
won MVP,
Nick Foles won a Super. Nick Foles was. I tell me he wasn't.
You can't compare Nick Foles to
But I can
I think it goes back to what we talked about a few weeks ago, where it's like they propping this rivalry up.
Yes, man.
It's been brewing for the past.
Bro, remember
few
I said
years.
that. I said this is all about.
That's what this is.
Remember I told you, I said they're creating a
And
rivalry.
rightfully so. I mean, like
I told you that.
the Eagles
told you that.
are a great team
Yeah,
right now.
bro. Over
So,
the
like,
last 10 years, you've been great.
You got to break up that.
I'm telling
You
you.
gotta break it
and
up.
then think about this. And remember I said
And
this.
then they get an opportunity to
You got 2
come
more
back
years.
next year.
You got 2 more years of this, and it's gone. It's over. Then you gonna turn into Tampa Bay. This is Tampa Bay all over again. Because guess what I do know, which is realistic, they not finna be able to pay every motherfucker on that defense. Ain't enough money in China to keep all that together, baby. And the reason why they're not because of Howie motherfucking Roseman. Big props to Howard Roseman because he put together a piece of that sliced up
And
perfectly.
they ain't in it for the money, not the Eagles. Man.
No, but they're not in for the money, but guess what though, baby? You got to get paid. You know, now it's not one of those players that come out there and say they playing for the love of football. Hell no. Because when you go into play, because think about it, when you in the playoffs, you get paid $30,000 a game, everybody. That's chump change. Them boys piss that out in 2 weeks. Yeah. So you don't get nothing for the playoffs. That's for the love of the championship. Because your actual contract plays over the regular season. Yeah. So I just know they're gonna have that. It's gonna be a great run because now they got it. Because you got to look at it. You got Jalen. You got Saquon, you got Devontae, you got Goddard, you got AJ, you got Jordan, you got Jalen Carter, you got the once Jasheen come off, you got 27 got to come off, Braun got to get paid, Sweat got to get paid,
Sweat finna do.
What's the other boy? Nolan got to get paid. Man, I done named 12 players.
They still on the rookie contract.
They only got 2 to 3 more years. Some of them guys have already been there 2 to 3 years. Jordan finna come off here. Who was in the class with Jordan Davis? Because I know he probably got 1 more year left on his.
He by himself.
He was the only one come on that class. I thought it was 2. I thought him and the linebacker came together.
Yeah, you're right, Nicole.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dean, that's what I didn't call
Ain't
him.
nobody gonna know what to do.
So
You can try to break this up.
I'm not trying to break it up,
Madness is
bruh.
hard.
I'm not trying to break up
They finna
nothing, but like
start.
they said in every analyst I've heard, they said it's completely impossible to do that in the free agent era. That's like people was doing it like what Pittsburgh was doing in the 70s. You can't do that no more when you got all them players because it's too much money. A lot of these players, they loved, especially now, once you
Anything
get
is
one ring, some players, that's all they need. Now it's trying to just take care of life now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them they ain't trying to cover every finger. They just want to at least walk out of there where they can hold their fists up with one. And now it's time to check your check. Because
That ain't necessarily true because some folks might do. Some folk might do want a handful. Some folk might do say, let's try to do a dynasty.
Let's do.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question.
Give me
If we
some
going
money,
ahead-
but
if we
you ain't
going
got to
head to
break the
head
bank. Let's
for what
try to keep as many of us together. Like,
that's
we
what
don't
I
know this.
said it again. I think
Like,
that's what it's gonna come down to, trying to keep as many of them together. Because I done called out
the
at least
whole offense
But it
is...
seems like they got a synergy that
they got a
The whole
synergy.
They
offense
wouldn't-
is
nobody
coming back.
seems like
Ain't
they
nobody
going.
leaving.
Yeah, ain't nobody going.
Yeah,
Everybody locked
Now-
down except for 2 offensive linemen that they, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, everybody locked.
So
Offensive.
that's why I said that's why I told you. That's why I say I think you got at least about 2 more.
We still got time, all because...
Yeah, about 2 years. So I said 2 years.
Well, you got
2 to 3.
3, maybe 4, because you got...
The rookie
couple
contract
of
is
them
4
that's
contract. A rookie contract ain't but 4 years.
Okay, well, they got 3 more.
That's why I said 3, 2 to 3. You see what I'm saying? Because some of those guys been there at least 2 years.
Get a couple of more. In.
That's why I said they should. And that's why I said
They getting the money because of just winning the Super Bowl. Like, they didn't... paraphernalia sales going up, like ticket sales for next season. Like, they'll have the money, man.
Yeah.
I'm not worried
you talking about like
that.
you talking about what
Howard
Philly?
Roseman is the
It's a
best
salary cap.
GM.
It's a salary cap. You know what I mean? They can
football.
have the money, but they can only spend so much.
Yeah, and we
That's why I
so much
said-
up under the salary cap.
Not now.
Yeah,
Not now.
yeah.
Yeah, go look, bro. Not
got
now.
you. I know.
I'm telling you, you're not far under it.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I'm just saying, because of the money, you finna fall off. You're gonna lose some money when you lose Slay. You know what I mean? You're gonna lose some money when you lose Graham. That's when those 2 players decide to pull out, that's when you'll see the gap. Cause then you'll see a bunch of rookie contracts, but you'll still see those 2 veteran pays that'll come up, that'll inspire that gap we talking. So then, but then now you got those 2
So
years
you
to come in.
ain't saying nothing because they gone, G. That
They
was
ain't-
both their last game.
Hey, all I said was that money gonna be there in reference to that piece. But there's not you. But let me tell you something. There is nowhere enough money for you to play 14 guys. I don't care what nobody said.
I ain't got to pay 14 all at one time. That's the point.
Even with you breaking it down over year after year, you have to break them checks down to 20, 47 because think about it.
I ain't tripping.
We already know Jalen Carter probably finna get the number 1 defensive player to probably contract whenever he come off. We already know that. Okay, and if these guys keep at the level progressing, Cooper DeJean, you're going to have to pay. Other guy, you're going to have to see him. Dean, you got to see him. Smith, you got to see him. Davis, you got to see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Lord knows, Jalen, who?
Well,
He already locked for the next 4.
I think that was a great analysis of the Super Bowl. What were y'all thoughts on the halftime show?
I loved it.
Okay, you loved it. D, thumbs down. Why?
I think it was the biggest
What is
rap
it?
diss
What is it?
ever.
I think that's a heart. What is it?
Certified little boy.
Nah, bro. Don't. Nah, bro.
I'm going to just say this, man. This is my analysis of the Super Bowl halftime.
What do you think about it?
It's a misplaced message.
Nah, I liked it. Of course, I love Kendrick music.
I do
So
too.
Your biggest
Yeah.
highlight
my biggest highlight.
or biggest message that you felt like should have been taken from
I like message.
Because that's all I've been hearing is, okay, we're missing a message for the guys like myself who saying that they dislike it.
I mean, it was a lot
You
of
know,
symbolism.
Yeah, there's a
man.
very lot of symbolism in reference
But,
to it.
I mean, as far as like a message, my message that I took from it is America wants you to be a certain way.
Yeah.
They expect you to fall in line with
What they say.
the
they
system. Yeah. And,
Pro.
and
They
if
wanna
you
keep
if
us
you
separated.
if you're not, then they try to
Ouch.
get rid of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I can take it in reference to do it. But my biggest thing for saying I feel like it was unsuccessful is I feel like it's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
And I know everybody want to say, well, why not here? Why not here? But yeah, why here? I'm going to say why here? You know what I mean? I think this should some Super Bowl.
In terms of what though?
Like this
what,
actual
the song?
This no where you did it. Because I feel like in this space.
Why not? Why not the Super Bowl?
No, I feel like why? Because I feel like, and I understand everybody saying this stuff.
Millions of viewers.
But with a misguided message that no one saw about 10% of it. So I feel like if the message was misguided,
misguided message.
Half of the people that they're reaching for didn't even know what they was reaching for till after you had to go back and rewatch it. I don't want to go rewatch anything to figure out what was going on.
That's also
part of advertising.
That's part of what the trick is. Like it's running the numbers up, bro.
I understand, but when is
Kendrick don't make something that you gonna listen to one time and just get.
Yeah, you got to actually listen.
You
to
actually have to like.
And I'm not even speaking on like I'm not even speaking on this message. I'm not even speaking on the message. What I'm saying is that I'm not trying to take it a place from. I know everybody's want to get a learning piece from everything. Everything is a learning opportunity. But I think at some time we overdo that, and then now we're taking because we're watching the Super Bowl, bro. I understand the Black History Month, early February. I understand all and well, but at some point, one time, man, when is this gonna be a game?
Niggas just don't want to be educated.
No, I'm not.
Niggas don't want to. Niggas don't want to have the medicine and the candy.
My point is this: why am I want to go? I'm not even gonna say I'm educated, but when I go to the carnival, I don't want to expect to take my book report because that's a Super Bowl. I didn't want to have to watch make a lesson from it. Can you understand where I'm coming from?
I mean, part of it. I mean, because
I just feel
if the message resonated with you, that's one thing. But like overall, it was about the music. So I mean, if the
message was cool, the message was
is part of the entertainment factor. This is all entertainment,
no doubt. From the football game to the
halftime show.
I think the message was cool, but the music was trash.
It's also to reach another audience.
And I totally agree with that because I feel like the playlist could have been better. I think he could have picked better songs. Like Blackbeard.
But that was all part
Black of the Beard, whatever that shit was.
All part of it. If you listen to what Samuel was saying, like, hold on now, you can't do all that, so we got to keep it, a certain way, blah, blah, blah. So that's why he did certain things like, okay, I bring SZA out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I just think you would have gave us some more.
She was not singing, by the way.
Yeah, we can don't know that. I'm going to say.
And she got a new face.
A completely new one, too. I ain't how to know who she was till she started singing.
Sorry,
I didn't even know who she was till Twitter started building it.
Oh, and another thing. Kendrick had on some women jeans.
Them women jeans, bro?
Right.
Them with the flares out.
Oh, it was too tight in the thighs, bro.
Yeah. I did notice that, too. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, they was kind of looking very... Yeah.
So what was your? You told what your?
I just didn't like the point. I just feel like the message was just geared at the wrong time. That's all I'm saying, bro.
What did you like about it?
What did I like about it?
Didn't like?
I would say some of the song selection.
That's what I'm talking about.
What you didn't like?
Yeah, because you went and got songs.
Okay, so for you, what was the biggest highlight then? Since you didn't
the biggest
song selection, and what did you like about the halftime show
then? I like. I guess.
Why they say?
I guess the background more so than anything.
The lights in it. You see the lights.
Everything that's going on in the background.
You talking about the stage?
The lights in
the stage was actually like a PlayStation.
PlayStation with the X. You see because they were standing out. Everybody was on black. Was in black. Who on them? Did you see the lights in the crowd?
The set design and then the game over. I mean, all of it was. Calculated.
That's the lights in the crowd.
I like how calculated it was. Like it was very.
I like the fact that in between songs, he made the little statement that everybody wants me to sing the song that everybody likes. Mm-hmm. But you know how folk be trying to sue.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I was like, is this motherfucker gonna sing the song? Because, we talked about it on the session and we were like, and
they booed him.
Is he gonna?
They booed him. They booed him and Trump.
Who?
They
booed him. They booed Taylor Swift.
They booed Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna send it to you.
But it was also somebody running around with a Palestine flag.
No, Sudan products. I just sent it to you. I sent it to you. It's one of the dancers. It's one of his dancers.
Was booing him?
No, one of his dancers with the flag. One of his dancers was the ones that had the Sudan flag. He had a flag of Sudan with the road on it. I just sent it to you. It's a flag flying a Sudan flag. One of his dancers that was on the car.
Bruh. Me, I feel like
No lie. No lie.
that might be somebody they
But
set
I
up.
was
They
excited.
set up. They
I
set
was
up
excited
do
to
that.
see him do the song because I didn't think he was gonna do it.
I hate it. I just
could have
hate
deal
it.
without it.
Yeah, I could
At
have.
this point, I could have deal
It's
without
old.
it.
It's
bro.
so
Like,
old now, bro. He could have.
Y'all running that
Y'all
shit
done ran it into the ground.
man.
It's so
Like,
if it was 3-4 months ago, cuz it would have been jamming. Man, you done ran. I'm gonna tell you. Remember when he did it? Remember he brought everybody on the stage and did the whole song when
at the pop out, he did it 5
after that,
times.
he did
like,
that. He did
yeah.
that song 5 times in a row at a concert.
And
Bruh,
that was cool. It was a moment.
After that,
but
it
the
was
moment is gone.
It's
fleeting,
gone,
bro. You didn't even put this on your album.
It's gone.
We don't care no more.
Gotcha.
At this point,
I ain't gonna
we don't
lie.
care.
I was more hoping that he was gonna do Money Trees or some song that was gonna be more
Never.
upbeat.
Never.
You know what I mean? And you turn around and do
Never.
and like you turn
Too
into a
much money-
political
too much-
statement.
No, it's too much money behind it.
You see what I'm
and
saying?
I think it's bigger than him. Yeah, he got.
It's definitely bigger than him.
He got some input in this shit. He doing what he want to
Yeah,
do, but
yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time, it's like this feeding into somebody's agenda.
Well, what did he say?
I really think when it comes to agendas like that, they might choreograph and all that shit the way they want. But I believe they tell them what songs they want them to do.
I think in certain
Especially
platforms I
now,
do. I think
Where
a Super
got
Bowl you do.
Jay-Z doing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially after, and they still watch certain.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then they more than likely wouldn't have wanted him
They wouldn't.
certain
Yeah,
to do that
choreograph-
song, and there were precautions around.
Yeah, that's why he didn't say
He
certain
didn't say
words.
it.
He didn't
You
say the
know what I'm
word.
saying?
He said certified.
Just put the scream in the background.
Yeah, that's it.
You know
He
what
didn't
I'm
say
saying?
none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now he said his name. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like
But
that.
I will say,
And no, he didn't even say A minor.
no, he did.
Yes, he did.
He
No, he
did.
didn't.
Yes, he
Yes, he
did.
did.
I didn't hear nothing coming out of that mic on my TV.
He said A minor, and the entire place lit up.
Yeah.
Now,
Everybody
I've
said
not
it,
heard
and
him
that was,
say it.
That was like,
Yeah,
oh
man.
shit.
Now usually I don't never hear
Yeah,
him
when
saying.
Everybody said, "Oh yeah."
Now he
Everybody
said he
all
said
over
it
the
kind of
world.
he kind of said it A minor. He cut it off real. He ain't do the long. He ain't do that.
Because he tried to get out his.
He let the crowd do that.
'Cause
And
you
that
got-
was even better.
Because you got the crowd, you got the A minor flags at the bottom, and of course
That
you
nigga
see
got the A minor
chain on. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't even know what it was. You know what I mean?
He got a logo. The PG Lane logo is like 2 kids pointing up at the A.
That's what he had him on. He had the flags,
Yeah,
bro. He
that's
had
right.
bro. He had flags. That's what he had the flags on there.
Okay.
But in the thing, they just didn't show him on the. I sent it to you,
Yeah.
but they just didn't show it on the footage. Some of that stuff that made it to Tubi.
Yeah.
Tubi and all the other
Yes,
places that didn't block it out, but that part got blocked out on that actual broadcast. But it's out
they
there.
blocked
Yeah.
out when Trump and Ice Spice and Taylor Swift got booed.
Yeah, they blocked that part out. They blocked the flag. The dude
They
with the
booed
flag.
shit out of them.
They blocked all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I saw the flag.
I didn't see the flag. Not on the regular broadcast. I didn't see it on the regular
I
broadcast.
saw that like behind the scenes stuff.
That's all behind the scenes. But I'll say this, and at the end of the day, I do believe it was a way to kind of mock Donald Trump in his face because, of course, he probably had no idea what none of that shit meant, or none of this going on while he was in place.
Yeah.
So I'll respect that part of it. I'm just off with the time and the place.
I
It's
was
like
not
somebody
expecting
going
him to do certain songs like "Man in the Garden," but that was pretty cool. I like the doo-wop version of it with with homies in the background.
But it's just weird.
I think
it's different.
why is it weird though?
That's why I like it though, because it's different.
It's not what
you
you've
got-
seen on the Super Bowl, bro. Some of that shit that
And
I've
he's
seen on
the
the Super Bowl,
only-
this is trash.
I'm
bro.
agreeing with you. I'm
And he's
agreeing
the
with
his
only
performance,
rapper that
like,
was
so
up there by
Usher,
himself.
Usher was trash.
I'm agreeing with you. Usher, trash. Now, the latest performances that I'm going to just say I say was good. Now, of course, I like the LA performance with Snoop.
Yeah.
I like the Rihanna performance.
Rihanna's,
You know what I'm saying? I
It was
like
cool.
Rihanna's
It was
performance.
cool.
Now, Rihanna's was fire. Even when she was pregnant and everything, bro. She killed that shit.
Yeah, that
you know what I'm
shit-
saying? I'm not now.
She picked
fucking
the
fire.
right songs.
See that again?
Yeah, it was-
She picked the
she had
right
the right
songs
songs,
and the
man.
right lineup. Everything was
Yeah.
lined up
Yeah.
perfectly. I would have gave Kendrick Lamar a better grade if he had picked a better play. I don't got no problem with Squabble, Euphoria, all those cool.
But he said
add something else in
But he
there.
said that he liked to live in the now more so than
Oh,
digging
the
back
hit.
into the old catalog. So I can appreciate that. as well. Like I'm gonna promote.
I can
the shit
appreciate that.
out of my project that I just put out.
Right.
It represents the West Coast. It's the resurgence of the West Coast sound.
So does
The
he
essence
not?
of it, you
So
know what
does
I'm
he?
saying?
So does he not do older songs when he do his concerts? Or this
Yeah,
only?
for sure.
So
But
just-
Super Bowl, I only got 13 minutes, bro. I can't. Want me to take you back to Section 80? Like
That was
the
the-
core fans want to hear shit like that.
Right.
We don't want to hear
the core fans is who watching
We don't
though.
want to hear no swimming pool or swimming whatever that shit. You know what I'm saying? The recipe. We've heard these songs, so
I think
we
they
want to
should-
hear some of the current stuff.
But do you usually give him at least one though?
I mean, he gave you DNA and Humble, man. That was off the biggest album that he had to
but-
date.
But I still feel like now this new song is your biggest song.
Those were considered his hits.
Now, Not Like Us is your biggest hit.
Yeah.
And I think that's ridiculous. I don't know.
Then you bring out Serena the Seawall.
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
Now that was a jab at
I
Drake.
mean, yeah, it's calculated, bro. He's told you, you're
Bruh,
not as calculated
Wasn't,
as you think.
wasn't the performer supposed to be unapologetically black?
What's more unapologetically black than Serena Williams,
That's married to a white dude.
Crip walking?
Married to a white dude.
They still married?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
They look like a white
I ain't
woman
into her personal life like that.
But you can't be unapologetically black and you're married to white folk. I'm sorry.
So you can't crip walk if you married to white people,
She from Crenshaw, man.
bro? What you talking about?
I can't be. I guess I'm kind of Dr. What is it, Umar-ish with that shit a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You can't be unapologetically black when you married to somebody that ain't black.
So Patrick Mahomes ain't unapologetic. He's not black.
He's not unapologetically black. No, his dad is. But you got to get what I'm saying. I think he
I
has.
just wanted to see what you were gonna say.
So let me ask you a question. I wanted to ask you. Let me ask you this in reference to that. And I asked you about this. Eli Manning not being a first ballot Hall of Famer. You said you don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, let me ask you then. Do you think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer? Because he wasn't on the ballot. Of course, he didn't make it. But do you think he should have been?
On the ballot.
Should have been because on the ballot, he's on the ballot because once you
Are you talking about actually being picked?
right, once you become eligible, your name goes on the ballot. There's only a certain amount of picks per year, but you become eligible.
I don't know who all in this class are eligibility. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about regardless of knowing who there. It don't matter who because you're not going against who there.
Because see, my thing is this: I don't feel unless you somebody that's just the truth, like a Ray Lewis or somebody like that, and hands down, like I don't mind you going first ballot like that, but Eli wasn't a great. He was good. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
So I don't mind him not actually making it the first time. He can make it the second or the third, and I think he's straight. Long as he makes it. Long as he ain't been sitting out, you know what I'm saying, so many years. I think, it ain't meant for everybody. Shouldn't go the first time they come up.
I agree. Everybody's not first ballot material, but I definitely believe Eli Manning was. And I'm gonna give you 2 points on why. First one is rather light. People probably be like,
I think
whatever.
he should go first ballot over other quarterbacks when it's their time.
No, I'm talking about just his. See, now I'm just talking about like now because the first ballot mean what? Of course, first
When
ballot
you're
mean
eligible.
Right.
As soon as you're eligible.
So that was this round. And reason I'm gonna give you 2 points on why. First one is kind of light, but people still they kind of glaze over it. Tom Brady is 7-3 in the Super Bowl, right? One of them he was 16-0. Supposed to be the greatest team ever assembled. 2 of those 3, Eli Manning. First point. Since the Super Bowl era, it's been 721 quarterbacks that's played at least one game in the NFL. I'm going to say that again. Since the Super Bowl era, in exception, it's been 721 quarterbacks that's been played at least one game. It's only 6. I'm going to say this again. It's only 6 quarterbacks out of those 721 that has won multiple Super Bowls. 6 out of 721. The other 5 quarterbacks are Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes. And I think who was the fifth one? Can't remember who the fifth one. Troy Aikman. The sixth one is Eli Manning. So every last one of those other quarterbacks, first ballot Hall of Famers. I don't see how he don't fall under that same criteria. If he's the one of those six that's out of 721, and every last one of them, you're not even going to question me if Troy Aikman is a first ballot. Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. You're not going to question none of one of them numbers. He's straight. When you put his name up there, he there. 6 on. You can't take you. I'm just for that and that only. Now, has he been the best quarterback throughout his professional career? No. Did he lead the league in motherfucking interceptions a couple of times? Yes. But, bro, when you telling me he's been over 700 quarterbacks and I'm one of the 6 that's done this, shit, I ain't first ballot. Who the fuck is?
Yeah. Well,
if I ain't first ballot, because you tell every last one of them other quarterbacks that go and pull it up, they were all first ballot Hall of Famers.
Y'all jump in the comments and let us know.
Please,
what
Jesus.
y'all think.
Eli Manning.
Eli, first ballot Hall of Famer or no?
Eli.
Yeah.
Big
so,
man. And Peyton Manning.
Man, they day coming, bro. They day coming. Once you make the list, is it like?
It's just every year. Cause like the
man,
guy,
so they shoe-ins for it, regardless.
like they do.
It's just a matter of time.
I think Peyton already in. I think
Peyton in.
Yeah, Peyton already in.
Yeah,
he was first ballot.
It's just a matter of time, man. All the man is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Hey, what's the y'all saw the little one?
Yeah, Art.
Yeah, he might make it in there too. But big up to Sterling Sharp that made it too.
No,
though.
it's another one. Not ours.
Oh, his son.
His son.
Did you see Peyton Manning's son? Yeah, he was out there flicking them boys out there to him in the
Pro Bowl.
Yeah. And look, when he was flicking them boys, cause he got a little arm to be Lily, because he was getting that whole back down on the fade in that corner, bro.
Your dad's Peyton, man. You probably been throwing the football since you was
born
2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But yeah.
So how you think about Luka tonight, man? Luka tonight, man. You got Luka tonight, man.
Very, very, very excited. I don't know what to think. I mean, we won the other night and didn't have nobody but Austin Reeves and the rest of the fellas, LeBron and Luka, didn't play, and we beat Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I think that was Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night we watched that shit at the bar. But, I mean, I don't know, man, because I'm kind of scared because I saw that the trade didn't go through with the center.
Good thing, though. They said something wrong with the bet.
Yeah, something wrong with him.
I think that was a terrible trade. Cause think about it, you finna give away, like, you know how you were saying you staying young and being able to play off that rookie contract? You had Connect to play off a rookie contract for at least another 3 years, and you picked you was gonna.
So I get down back?
Yeah.
Oh.
You get everything just go back the way it was.
Except for Luka.
Luka wasn't in that trade.
I know.
Yeah.
Everything back to
yeah.
where it was.
It's just that everybody who was tied up in that trade for the guy from Charlotte, that just goes back to where it was.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm excited. I mean, I can focus on straight basketball now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Any closing remarks?
Patrick Mahomes still my goal.
Okay. E?
Fly high.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that tells another episode of that Kicking Up My Butt. And I hate to say it tells the end of motherfucking football season.
It'll be back. It'll be back before you.
It will end, but I guess the start.
You got UFL.
Because you got the start of the UFL. So, hey,
March,
guys, get ready for the fucking Birmingham Stallions. You know, Gooch back. You see Gooch? Goody up. You see Gooch back, don't it? The quarterback. So we got Gooch back. I don't know who's gonna start, him or the new dude. I mean the old dude from last year. 3P looking for 4.
From the team up here, man.
We can do that.
Let's do that. Yeah,
I think I can do that. I got one of my homies. She do a lot of hair.
Somebody, man.
Yeah, I think I can get somebody.
Swing that.
Yeah, I'll hit her up and see if I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe.
Please like, share, subscribe, and holler at your boy. Get in the comments. Let me know if Eli Manning was a Hall of Famer. Also, get in the comments and tell me who was the biggest factor in the Super Bowl win, Jalen Hurts or the Eagles defense.
And what's your thoughts on The halftime show.
Yeah, what's your grade? A, B, C. Mine was a Q.
That's
for
crazy,
questionable.
Man. That's crazy.
Or questionable.
That's crazy, man.
Like I said, I like the message. I just think it was a bad forum. Because when you have that crowd who's just, and I'm not giving the crowd for not taking the message.
Were you kind of like embarrassed that we did that, like for like black people or something?
No, nothing like that. I just think that because people in that essence are looking for entertainment, for something to kind of, kind of dance to, because you got the kids, you got the whole family out there. So they looking to dance to some songs, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like everybody, like at that point you was sitting down like, so you paying attention. So it kind of which I understand that because you're trying to soak in that moment and get what you're actually getting. So you got to break it down. So and I just think people had to probably go back and say, hey, what was that? This and kind of go back and rewatch it to kind of actually get the real fullness of what they saw. So that's the only thing.
Yeah, man.
So
run them numbers up.
So same thing happened when Janet Jackson took that bra.
That was a mistake. So you think
it was a mistake?
Man, I think she ripped that some bitch off.
No, that was Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Well, yeah, he ripped it off, but
it was set up to be ripped off.
Right, I believe it was set up to ripped off because why would you have a pasty under there?
Come on.
Because if it was set up to be ripped off, there wouldn't have been no pasty there. Just would have been titty there. So I definitely believe that. So my prediction of the next year's Super Bowl.
Already?
Performance, not the people in it.
Okay.
Six or eight.
Jay ain't going for that. Jay ain't going for that. She can't do the.
Bruh, I think it's
now. You might be on to something.
Listen to me now.
She got
I'm
the
finna take
record
you
with
enough.
Bruno.
Listen to what I'm finna tell you. This is what I'm finna tell you. This is my honest part, and I'm gonna let you. And I want you to eat me up,
please.
I think it's gonna be ladies like you remember how we did the LA thing? Mm-hmm. Sexy Red, Glorilla,
never. It's not happening.
Lotto.
It's not happening.
Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
Never. Not happening.
You gonna put if they let her husband get up there, I think they'll put all ladies like little kind of like you remember how
niggas is not watching it.
Hold on. What's the name? What's the what's that song that Missy Elliott did? What Lil Kim? Like what you remember that song that all the ladies was on?
Lady Marmalade?
You know what I'm talking about, though. That little rap song that like.
Yeah, the crazy thing about it is nigga was saying the same thing about this year's Super Bowl.
Bro, I'm telling you, I think that show. Cause right now, name me somebody else.
It ain't no real. Rihanna was more woman based.
Yeah,
a lot of women.
You can't put Beyonce back up there.
A lot of niggas want to.
Beyonce can't go back.
Especially
I'm just saying. I'm not watching.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't no more rappers that's. You're not putting Jay-Z up there.
Cause what they gonna do? Shake ass? I don't want to see that, bro. I just don't. I don't want to see that for 13 minutes.
Bro, what I'm saying is
that's the only talent that y'all have?
Remember this, bro. Like they say, it's the calm before. I think this calm before the storm. Because I think that your boy finna let it. I'm telling you, it's
that's gonna be an agenda for whole culture.
Big deal. I just believe because I kind of looked at it like, what was next? I think you went to LA because they gave you see it's been geared around us since the Snoop thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Since Jay got over there.
So I'm like, what's next? And I'm like, I don't see anything else.
The whole reason of that was like the cap thing.
I agree.
We as people were like, we ain't jacking that. So they had to get us back somehow. How you do that? Music.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Get somebody that we're familiar with.
Because we were boycotting it. So I'm just saying, I'll be like, so I'm looking at it after yesterday. So as I'm watching, I'm like, so who's next? Kendrick Lamar, I feel like it was grabbed from the Drake beef, which was, about a year ago.
I feel like that's going so far backwards, bro.
So I'm agreeing with you. I'm taking.
So
I believe so, but I'm like, what will be the next wave? Because it's got to be a wave, and it's got to probably start within the next 2 to 3 months, or it has to already started. What's the next wave that the world will want to watch?
I feel like they'll put a Doechii up there before.
Who, Doja Cat?
No, Doechii.
Who is that?
The girl that just won the Grammy from TDE.
I'm gonna have to go and look that up. I don't know some of the
She
new
just
people.
won a Grammy. I don't want to say this is her first project, but it's like one of the first major.
I think we either get another hip hop or
you don't get nothing but hip hop.
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna-
know how far Jay's gonna go out.
Jay gonna bring you some country.
Oh yeah.
Cause Beyonce got a
you
country
might, okay,
album.
then you might have Shabuzi.
Yeah,
I don't think Shabuzi big enough. I think you get my boy.
I think you might have a parent like what she did at.
What about
Christmas.
Tony Swims? Guy like that.
Teddy Swims?
Teddy Swims.
He black?
He white dude.
with all the tats in the face, like what you call it?
Yeah, he got the new song with Giveon.
All right, man.
I'm just,
All right, bro.
I'm just.
No, if that's the case, I'm off NFL. Again. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying, give me one that you think that just from the like.
You know, though.
But I'm gonna tell you who I thought could have been a great one, but I think he went out maybe.
So they're gonna have somebody that's
eventually they're gonna get Taylor Swift up there.
Somebody, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who I think. I'm gonna tell you one person. I thought was Taylor Swift, but I'm gonna tell you who I thought. What's the dude name that just came? Who sang all that damn sad ass music? Had everybody going crazy. Big Boy. He just had a concert here a little while ago. Wild Wave.
Fuck no. Fuck no, bro. You crazy?
Trip.
He gonna have niggas jumping off the rafters, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Talking about?
He gonna have that. We're gonna do a suicide count right there, but
nah, bro.
so that
Never
was.
wanna see that.
I'm just trying to give you and guys jump in the comments. Do you got any kind of guesses? Because I'm just trying to figure out what's your next wave. What's the next wave?
We gonna have to wait to see at this point.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's gonna have to start like within the next. I want to say you got it no more than now to the summer for that wave to start, and you gonna ride it into the Super Bowl.
No, thank you.
You see what I'm saying? Because I don't see a hip hop guy. I know they finna let Lon Thug come up to no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see nobody from New York. You're not finna let Cam. You're not finna do Wu-Tang, even though they finna drop an album out of a sudden after the last how many years.
All right.
You're not finna let Wu-Tang up there. You know, Snoop's been up there already. You're not taking them back.
All right. Did we close this out?
No. Okay.
Oh, we did.
But again,
he asked that question.
Yeah, I had that question. We kind of wrote it.
Yeah.
But again, ladies and gentlemen, jump in. Let us know all of your questions. Or you got any questions for us? Like, click, share, subscribe. And if anything else, my guys.
We are.
Thank you guys for coming in and cutting up with your boys.
Yeah, for sure.
Holla at your people.
Peace.
100.